Hey guys, it's Johnny. I'm going to rant today about demon introverted sensing. Dude, it's Amy. One of my subscribers wanted me to do a take on this. This is the perfect day for me to rant about introverted sensing because I am not in the mood at all to handle any of the details in my life right now, okay? I'm not in the mood for it. So let's go ahead and rant. Now, a couple quick things I want to say to you that are really important. All right, first of all, you guys, I believe that we are 100% responsible for the outcomes we want to produce in our life. So I am not complaining about anything. I guess it is. I'm expressing my frustration with demon introverted sensing. But as far as introverted sensing related activities are concerned, it is ultimately up to the individual to manage and take care of those things, however you're going to do it. Okay, so this is not an attempt to cast off responsibility or to complain. I am going to express frustration. I'm warning you, this is going to be a rant. Okay, I'm just going to roll with it. You guys, I was literally sitting in my easy chair trying to come up with the topic for today's video, and I just decided that the best way that I'm going to be able to share it is just to be completely honest with you guys and express myself and rant about how I'm feeling about it, okay? So, that's the first thing. Here's the second thing. Some of you don't even know what I'm talking about in the topic. So I really quickly just want to explain, for those of you who don't understand the cognitive functions or have a basic understanding of it, a brief explanation of this so that we can dive into the video. You want to stay tuned till the end of this video, okay? Because INFJ, you're gonna really resonate with what I'm talking about, okay? You will. And I'm also going to give you a couple tips of how you can manage this in your life, okay? INFJs often feel very overwhelmed and stressed out, and I believe that it can a lot of times have a lot to do with introverted sensing. All right, so in a nutshell, okay, INFJ, your dominant cognitive function is known as introverted intuition, okay, and there are 8 cognitive functions in the cognitive function stack. The top 4 are your preferred functions. Those are introverted intuition, extroverted feeling, introverted thinking, and extroverted sensing. But you also have shadow functions, right? 5, 6, 7, and 8. And your last function, your least preferred function, is your 8th function called introverted sensing. Now, 75% of the population use introverted sensing or extroverted sensing somewhere up in either the first 2 slots of their stack. Okay, so in other words, most people on this planet are better at introverted sensing than INFJs are. That is truth. Okay? Now, there might be exceptions to that rule, but that's the way it is. All right? I, as an INFJ, have 8th function, or otherwise known as demon introverted sensing. Okay? What is introverted sensing? There are a lot of different explanations of what introverted sensing is. It is my understanding that introverted sensing is it is details. That is the biggest, most broad, general way that we could describe it. It's details. It's the maintenance of physical things in your reality. Okay? In reality, think of all of the things, INFJ, that require regular routine maintenance in your life. Things like a car, if you have one. Things like your body, your health. Okay? Things like the cleaning of the bathroom. Things, right? All of these things require maintenance and care. And INFJs struggle with this. I do. I'm not saying you do if you're an INFJ. I'm saying in general, it is well known that INFJs often struggle with this in their life. Not only do we struggle, you guys, but it is such a weakness for us that there is literally a term in the MBTI community that is used to describe 8th function introverted sensing. And it is known as the demon function. Now, every personality type has a demon function. For INFJs, it is introverted sensing. You guys, does the idea of living a low-maintenance lifestyle appeal to you? It certainly does me. You know, guys, when it comes to things like the routine maintenance of a car, I hire somebody else out to do that. I hire professionals out to keep the books. I hire professionals occasionally to come clean the home if it gets out of control. You know, like they've got those rug doctors, right? They can hire a rug doctor guy to come over and fix it for you, man. Clean the carpet. I don't want to deal with it. All right? It's not for me. But here's the thing. I watched a video by Lijo, and Lijo, who's an INTJ, who also has demon function introverted sensing. She said that if you look at introverted sensors, they will care for and maintain immaculately every physical possession in their, or most physical possessions in their environment. I'm paraphrasing her. Lijo, I'm sorry if I am not quoting you verbatim here, okay? I'm doing the best I can. It was my understanding from that video you made about introverted sensing that people like, I think you mentioned Martha Stewart, who's like an ISTJ, or she's an introverted sensing dominant, right? And she's like, you said she's like the epitome of someone who cares for and maintains things in her physical environment, right? Well, you guys, introverted sensing dominant types, they take it beyond just the car. Okay, they like Elijah was talking about how like they'll meticulously care for their clothing. Like, I don't know if you can see this or not right now, you guys, but I literally have fuzzies all over this shirt, right? Because I was mixing whites with colors, right? And it's like, I remember Lijo in the video. I just watched the video before I'm starting this rant. Lijo was like, she was saying how one thing that she does to become better at introverted sensing is like separate the whites from the colors, right? Well, guys, that is just one thing, okay? Think about all of the systems and all of the tangible possessions in our lives that require regular routine maintenance. Think about it, right? Like, you guys, dominant introverted sensors, they like squeak and shine and, you know, rub and polish the silverware in their homes, right? And they care for it and they nurture it and they massage it and groom it and love it and, you know, nourish it and nurture it, right? They're silverware, all right? I mean, right? Come on, man. I don't, give me an idea. Give me a concept. Give me a research project. Give me a book to write, a song to write, something that engages my introverted intuition. Give me a topic or a theory that we can discuss in depth, right? That's introverted intuition. Introverted sensing could not be more further opposed to what introverted intuition is. So you are a dominant intuitive INFJ, and that means because intuition is opposed to sensing, right? Your sensing is going to be your greatest weakness and your intuition is going to be your greatest strength. Now, yes, there are exceptions to every rule, and I'm not saying that you, particularly INFJ, may suck at introverted sensing. I'm telling you, I do. Okay? I'm telling you I do. So, here's the solution, and then I'm going to wrap up. Bear with me. If you guys are still watching, thank you for bearing with me. You can tell I'm overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed even thinking about details, let alone actually having to maintain all these systems in my life. Now, I said at the beginning of this video that I am responsible for the outcomes I want to produce in my life, right? And I also told you that I hire out other people to manage and handle those kinds of details in my life. Maybe you're not in a situation where you can do that. Maybe you're overwhelmed with all of the things that need care and maintenance. Here is the one bit of advice or the one suggestion that I will share with you. This is what I have done. Here is the bottom line on this whole thing, you guys. There are only 24 hours in a day, okay? So what helps me enormously is to pick priorities in my life. I don't care about polishing the silverware. Okay? And by the way, when I said that earlier, maybe some introverted sensors out there don't care about polishing the silverware. And it wasn't my intention to insult you or put you down. If anything, it was the exact opposite. I stand in awe of the ability of the introverted sensors to manage details in their lives. Okay? So if that came out wrong, it wasn't meant that way. What I'm saying to you is, INFJ, what matters most to you in your life? What systems that require maintenance in your life matter most to you? What I do is I have a select few systems that I choose to maintain. I hire out for the rest of them, and then everything else I keep it as low maintenance as possible, okay? My priorities are my health. I neglected my health for a long time. Most of you guys on this channel know I used to weigh nearly 400 pounds. I've lost nearly 200 pounds. My health matters to me, and I go all the way with it. I eat a healthy diet. I get rest. I meditate. I go all the way. I care for my body and my health now the way an introverted sensor cares for their silverware, okay? But because introverted sensing is a fantastic weakness for me, I keep maintenance as low and as minimal as possible in my life to reduce stress so that I have more time to focus on the projects, the NI, introverted intuition, and extroverted feeling related projects, such as my writing, my music, my YouTube channel, so that I can focus my time and my energy on those. You guys, I drive an extremely low maintenance vehicle, okay? I keep my outfits and my clothing simple. Okay, I do, there are a variety of different things that I do to keep the maintenance of physical related details in my environment to an absolute minimum. And if I'm being honest, there are some things that I neglect because they just aren't high enough on my priority list that I care to do anything about them. Okay, polishing silverware, I don't really care about that. As long as it's clean, it works for me. All right, so INFJ, if you want to, there's only 24 hours in a day. INFJ, do you want to get better at introverted sensing? Pick a project, pick something that requires routine maintenance and care for it. Okay, and I got that idea from Lijo's video that I watched today. That was excellent. So for me, I have a pair of suede leather cowboy boots that I love, and I have decided that I'm going to care for them. Suede leather requires care. You have to clean it. You have to polish it. You don't want to wear it out in a rainstorm, things like that. So I'm going to care for and nurture a physical, tangible item in my environment that I value and that's of a priority to me. I love those cowboy boots. So conversely, INFJ, if you are overwhelmed with too many introverted sensing details and projects in your life, ask yourself the question, can any of these be dropped? Can I move on and reprioritize the systems that need organization and maintenance in my environment and in my life? Can I hire out these tasks and delegate these off to someone else so that these things can be taken care of and I don't have to deal with it? These are just some things to think about. Now, in closing, I will say this is totally open discussion today. Thank you guys for bearing with me. There are no right or wrong answers. I'm not speaking for all INFJs, just myself sharing my perspective from one INFJ to another. Do you resonate with this message? Do you struggle with details? Let me know in the comments. Dude, it's Amy. Thank you for the great topic request. I just shared my heart with you. I realized that I wasn't perfect in articulating this today, and there is a lot more that I could say about it, but I care about my subscribers, and you wanted me to cover this topic, and so it was my pleasure to do it, and I really appreciate that you would watch and take your time, Dude, it's Amy, to care enough about what I would have to say that you would watch and subscribe and request this video today. Thank you to all my subscribers. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Without you, this channel would be completely impossible and I would have no incentive to continue doing it. It's you guys that keep me wanting to keep this channel going and maintaining it and caring for it. Okay? Maintaining my YouTube channel matters to me because you guys matter to me. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Take care.